Hi, all y'all amazing folks on YouTube. Crafty Jenny here again with an amazing video. Today we'll be making a miniature food set out of polymer clay. I can't wait to see how it comes out, so let's get started. So the first thing that we need to do is get our fry container ready. So what you need to do is take whatever color you want. You can do this with any color you could imagine. I'm going to do with red, and then I'm going to make a little yellow trim around the top. And you just roll a little bit out and flatten it out. I like to use these wooden dowels to keep a middle opening so you can put your fries in the fry container. And you just keep shaping it out with this on there until you get the shape you want for the fry container. And you want to make sure you push down in the front and the middle so you have that classic curve at the front, and flatten out the back so you get the shape you want. And just keep kind of smoothing and working with it until you get something that you like the looks of. I am pretty happy with this. What I will do off camera before I put it in the oven is just smooth out a little bit more. But I really am enjoying this little bitty fry container. So next, we're going to make our fries to put in. Make sure there's no red on my fingers. Okay. And I went ahead and pre-mixed. This is the normal yellow that comes in the pack of colored clay, and that's just way too bright for a fry color. So I added just a little bit of brown to some yellow and got this kind of light golden brownish color, and I really like that for the fries. So what you do is take just a very, very small amount, because our fries are going to be small, because our fry container is small, and roll it out like a snake, like that. And just keep rolling and rolling and rolling until you get enough fries to fill up your container. And once you get them all shaped and put close to one another, you want to carefully put them in your fry container. And you want to make sure that you kind of stagger them, make some shorter, some longer. That way you get kind of the real look of when you go and get a order of fries. There we go. Next, we're going to be making our chicken nuggets. And I went ahead and pre-mixed this color also, just with like the lightest brown I possibly have. I call it tan. A little bit of yellow and just a tad bit of dark brown. And you get this beautiful chicken nuggety golden color. You just want to kind of shape them in your classic nugget shape. And there is, if you've ever really paid attention to chicken nuggets, there's like 2 or 3 shapes that they can come in when you order them when you get fast food. And that is kind of like one of them. So I'm going to make a few more chicken nuggets and let you see what they look like. And here they are. Now it is time to texture them. You just take a toothbrush and tap down on them until you get the texture you want. And now that I've got that textured, I'm going to work on the yellow rim around my fry container. So just like with the fries, you just want to roll it out like a snake, then like this, and just get a little bit more than what you would think is enough. That way you don't have to go and redo it again. And go around like this. Just around the edge. And then when you get here, just take a little X-Acto knife or whatever sharp thing that you have. Like that. And there we go. I really, really think that makes it pop. I really like that. Now it's time for the burger. And I have got out all my colors I'm going to need. Got out my burger patty. My either lettuce or pickle. I'm thinking pickles. My cheese, my tomato, and my bun. That's kind of the classic things you see on a burger. So first you want to do is shape out your buns. Sorry. What you want to do is just shape out the top and bottom as good as you can. Little thick. You don't want them too thin. You want those thick buns. Sorry. Kind of like that for the top. Maybe a little thinner. There we go. Actually, I'm going to use that for the bottom. That looks better as a bottom now that I thinned it out. And then you want to shape out your burger patty. I think I have a little bit too much here, so I'm going to take a little bit away. Just a tad. And you want to shape it in as good of a circle as you can. Kind of like that. And place it, oops, on top, oh gosh, of your burger. Bottom. My allergies are killing me. And then you want to go with your cheese. Because your cheese needs to be on top of the patty where it's melted all over it. And you don't really want a specific shape for this. Because it's kind of like gooey melted cheese. And just kind of let it drape over the burger patty. That's kind of like that. I think that looks really good, like that. And next, we're going to put our tomato slice. You don't have to really do any details. Just make sure you can see it around the outside edges. Because once you bake this all together, you're not going to be able to take it apart anyway. See if that's the right size. There we go. And now I'm going to make some little bitty pickles to put around the edges. Just little round green. And then make sure you get them like that, all around the edges. I think I'll do 2 or 3 more. I'm a pickle girl. I love pickles. And if you have trouble with them sticking to your finger, just keep working with it and it'll come off. Now that all the pickles are on, it's so little. I love it. I love miniature things. It's time to do the top bun. I'm excited. Can't wait to see it all done. And you kind of want to, as good as possible, give it that kind of dome-ish shape on top. Kind of like that. And just work with it and work with it until you get the shape you like. Oop! Apparently, I didn't have the proportions right, so I need more. I was going extreme miniature on that one. And once you get it all together, you can do a little texturing with your toothbrush, because food always has texture on it. And that's our burger. It looks really awesome to me. Give it a little bit of texture. You can actually do texture kind of all the way around on everything. Make it kind of pop and come to life. And I'm really happy with how that come out. And next we will make either our ice cream cone or our cup. I decided to put a K on the fry container for Crafty Jenny. I thought it came out really cute. Just want to show that. And now it's time to make our cup. So what we're going to do, we don't need too big of a cup, is make a kind of cylinder shape. Thinner on the bottom than it is the top. Kind of like that. And then what we're going to do is put, like we did on the fry container, a yellow band type thing across the top. Ooh, I just had an idea. I will put actually a yellow lid on top. And like I said, I will smooth all of this stuff out really good off camera before I put it in the oven. Just want to give you the basic tools you need, and basic shapes, and how you work with it. And all you have to do to smooth it out is just, you can use your fingers, or you can use like any kind of tool. You just kind of go over it, smooth it out, and once you get that done, you can go over it with a Q-tip with a little bit of alcohol on it, and it will take away all of the fingerprints or smudge marks or little pieces of dirt or whatever has gotten on your clay with you working on it. If you have animals in the house, you could have little pieces of fur. And there is our little cup, and now I'm going to make a cute little straw. And we're going to do a little red straw. And just kind of like a fat snake kind of shape. Make sure it's pushed down pretty good. Don't smush it, but just make sure it's on there pretty decent. There we go. Our little drink cup. I will, like I said, I'll do the last little bit of refinements and smoothing. But that's our basic shape and what it's going to look like. Now it's time to move on to our ice cream cone. So what I need to do is get out our, I'm not sure if I'm going to use tan or light brown. I think light brown would go better for the, for the ice cream cone color. And almost like the cup, you want it thinner at the bottom. Just work it in between your fingers and flatten out the bottom. And then the top will be a little bit chunkier than the bottom. Just work it with your fingers until you get an ice cream cone shape that you like. And then you want to put the kind of pattern that an ice cream cone has, the cross stitching kind of pattern. Kind of like that, all the way around. And then we need our white for our ice cream itself. And this is, I hate to say this, it's pretty much like making an emoji poop. Pretty much. So what you want to do is take an adequate amount of white. You don't want a small ice cream cone. And kind of roll it out in kind of that swirly, kind of like that. Oop, I drop everything all the time. And then place it on top. Kind of straighten it up a little bit. Make sure it's positioned the right way, like you like it. And there we go, our ice cream cone. So what I'm going to do now is get our tray made. Like if you go into a fast food restaurant, you can pick up one of those trays and use it to carry your food to your table. So what I'm going to do is use, since everything is got a red base and only yellow trim, what I'm going to do for the tray is do a yellow base with a red trim. You want to get it in as much of a rectangular shape as you possibly can. And then just cut it to shape. Okay, there's our yellow base. Pick up all my little yellow bits. I don't want to lose any clay. And now with the red, and just like a lot of other things, you have to start out as just kind of like a snake. Go all the way around, and then kind of flatten it together. And like that, we have our little tray. So what I'm going to do is smooth everything out, use some alcohol and a Q-tip, just a little bit of alcohol and a Q-tip, and wipe away any kind of fingerprints or anything. And then I will bake them, and I will show you what they look like when they're all baked and ready to go. Keep your fingers crossed that everything goes well in the oven. And here it is, all done. I'm extremely happy with how it came out. And for comparison, it's very tiny. But I really love it, and I hope y'all love it too. If you like what you see, subscribe, leave a comment, like the video, and click all those notifications. I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.